Absolutely. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That's a Painful Excellence podcast. And what's good for the goose is et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So last week I said, I addressed women divesting because according to them, black men ain't ish. So today I'm going to address the men who say the same thing. The men who say the exact same thing. And I want to explore the possibilities. I'm not saying it is 100%, but I want to explore the possibilities that it might not be the women. It might be you. It might be you. So salute to everybody in the chat. Young Abel, my brother MP. It's too late for me to hit that. It's too early for me to hit that button. I got to wait for some time to go by before I start being profane. Salute to you, good brother. Mr. Shelton, my brother, salute. No Smoke. And everybody go subscribe to Bordes F Gaming Dude. That's our brother Yahweh. Go support the brother. My sister Amanaz, salute in the building. Go subscribe to my sister Amanaz in the building. Salute. AB in the building. Salute. Sensei Stormy B Man, Night Train. Salute, salute. I know I'm on a little. You know what I meant to do? I meant to go live on Mondays since I'm off from work. I go live at 10:30. During the week though, I go live at 11. So I put the wrong damn thing in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry about that. So here I am. Smash the like button, share the video. Let's have a conversation. Monkey see, monkey do. And I need to be clear when I say this. I'm not trashing anybody. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But right now, what I'm talking about, I talked about the women making excuses, and today I'm talking about the men who make excuses. So if you're not an excuse maker, you understand what I'm saying, then this don't apply to you. But why do I have a feeling that there's going to be some men that's going to see this and say, oh my God, you're pandering to women, and oh my God, you must not know. No, dude. First of all, I'm a married man to a black woman. So get it out your head. Second of all, do your research before you call me a panda. All right? I'm the last dude you want to call a panda. I stand on everything that I've said. All of it. But my approach in 2024 and attempting to actually do something positive to make the community better is it's going to be different. But sidebar, I'm looking at this picture. There's more to this picture than it just being funny. That's a damn chimpanzee. At any point, that wild animal could lose it and bite her face off. You know how violent these things are? You don't play with these things. She about to kiss Lancelot Link. Y'all don't know about that. I'm showing my age. Lancelot Link, secret chimp. Seen and unseen boxing. Salute, good brother. She about to French kiss Lancelot Link. He about to bite her whole face off. That thing is a wild animal. You don't play with those things. Anyway. Yeah, these things are wild, man. You don't play with these things. Other monkeys don't deal with these things. One minute they're eating fruits and vegetables, and then they're chasing other monkeys out the damn tree and breaking them in half and eating them. It's disgusting. My brother Drip in the building. Salute. Yeah, man. You remember that lady up in Connecticut got her face eaten off by her pet chimpanzee? Remember that phone call? I don't mean to laugh, but I said, geez. Had that chimp running around with a diaper. Had to call the police several times on that thing. Now it's crazy. You had a wild animal with a diaper on, bugging out in the street, and he got back in the car when he felt like it. Took the damn thing home. Next thing you know, it's eating her face. Then they shoot it. They exercise more courtesy and more discretion with a wild animal than they do with black people. That's another show. Go subscribe to our sister Amina. Salute to you, sis. She on the grind. For real, for real. So let's talk about it. Black men, I'm divesting because black women ain't ish. Well. That's what you're doing, bro? What are some of the things that you can recall when a black man says, I'm not dealing with black women? What are some of the things that you have heard the brothers say? I'm just curious. What are some of the things you heard them say? I've heard some weird things. And the funniest part is when it's from men, when you know them, it's like, bruh, okay. You know, I ain't gonna get into it. Mona D in the building. Salute to you, sis. Go subscribe to our sister Mona D. Let me move this picture. It's actually kind of creepy. What are some of the things? I Am Wolf in that super chat, much love. You say, yeah, man, those apes will bite your face off. Yeah, I don't play with it. I don't play with it. Nope, I don't want those things around me. I wasn't the kid in SeaWorld getting next to Shamu. That thing, it was a killer whale. Huh? Sidebar. I like how the black giant in the ocean is called a killer whale, but the other one with teeth is called great white. Just something I thought about. It's crazy. Anyway, I used to work with a brother who says, yo, I don't date black women. I'm like, all right. And then he'd say, well, you know, because black women, they want too much. And their attitudes is messed up. And I'm just listening to him. He had a number of complaints. So I said, well, who do you date? What do you date? I date Latinas. From where? You know, around the way. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. The Latinas that live around your way, they ain't no different from the sisters that live around your way. It's the same hood. Now, true, there might be a little difference in upbringing. There might be a little difference. But how about this? And I asked the brother one day, how many chicks you dated outside your hood? I'm not meaning your building or the adjacent buildings. I'm talking about outside of a 40-block radius. How many college-educated women have you dated? How many career women you've dated? How many women you dated that doesn't drink Hennessy? Maybe it's not the black women. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. Because what tends to happen is right now, let's just keep it honest. Right now, there's this war going on. There's an abundance of podcasts. Women trashing men, men trashing women, what women don't do, what men don't do, what women expect from men, what men expect from women. And only a handful of people are listening. You know, and I like to say I'm an advocate for men because I see things from the other side. What I'd like to do, though, is not only talk about what the issue is, but, you know, work towards a solution and have that conversation. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. You heard me say I'd like to have a conversation and come to an understanding. In the event that I'm talking to a stranger, or if I let a woman onto my panel and it's just off the rails, you got to pull the rope. You can't push it. You just got to let it go. You know what I mean? I'm doing my best. Whoa, Chill Time Major, salute. I'm doing my best. Gnarly Ray, what's going on? Not to go back and forth with people. It's time wasted. I got shit to do. We're past the 15-minute mark, so I could be a little profane. You know, yeah, I am wealth. I saw something. Somebody was talking about Obsidian. Did they kick him off of YouTube or something? I didn't get the information. I know something was strange because he wasn't popping up in my feed all last week. And I'm like, what's going on? Sometimes people will do that. You won't get a notification. I was like, what is this? So that's what they did. They removed him from, you know. Brother Drip in that super chat, he says, brother, I'm sorry to tell you, there are no solutions. Well, here's my thing with that. Here's my thing with that. I think it's a possibility. And this is me just looking at the cup half full instead of half empty. I think that there's a possibility that where we feel the solution should come from a handful of people changing, I think we're looking in the wrong place. What do I mean by that? There's a bunch of faux Negroes and faux chicks. I think the solution is to ignore them and disregard them. And all the people that are about something, all the people that are productive, we need to unite and reignite our community, which is what, you know, the brother Kevin Samuels was doing with his mixer group on Facebook, which I think is still around, and a handful of other brothers and sisters. All I'm saying is arguing with people that just are not going to see it the way you see it. It's disgusting. And yeah. Now let me read what Iron Wolf said. See, yeah, he was beefing with black feminists, and you already know who this platform is more likely to favor. Account got terminated. He's now on Rumble. Yeah, I know he was on Rumble. I was listening to him faithfully. I was listening to, listen, man. I appreciate all of these brothers. Love is a word. Reset common sense. Salute. I appreciate everyone pointing out the discrepancies. All right. I even appreciate the brothers coming out trying to pander. Night Train, salute. Trying to pander to these women just for the sake of views. Because I see things for what they are. Now you see what they did to the brother Obsidian? You see? And by the way, you know what didn't help Obsidian? And I can't deny or confirm this, but he had Tommy Sotomayor on his platform, who was kicked off of YouTube. It doesn't help when you have a personality on your YouTube channel that YouTube removed. That doesn't help. And I know what Obsidian was doing, and he was going hard at the feminists, and 100%, he was servicing them. He was like serving them. You know how it is, facts, data, statistics, and then but you say enough of the wrong thing, these people make complaints on you. YouTube, there's no Yeah, guilt by association. There's no guilty and there's no innocent or proven guilty. Growth, what's good, man? I appreciate you, good brother. There's none of that. There's no innocent or proven guilty. Yeah, exactly, Drip. They call it hate speech now. When you point out the discrepancies, they call it hate speech. I've seen him do it. He had a woman on there. She is non-black. I forgot where she's from, but she married a black man from Philadelphia. And I guess this plays into what I'm talking about. I forgot what her ethnicity is, but she's white, I believe. And but she's like from cross seas somewhere. And she had a Instagram, and she was talking about what her husband was talking about, and then things that she noticed. And eventually, a black woman was able to make some complaints and got her channel taken down. And she didn't do anything but state her opinion. So now opinions are being your opinions on your channel are being terminated off of complaints. And what's the word that I'm looking for? There's no due process. There's no due process. The violations are just in black and white. But then when they do something to you, you damn near got to lawyer up and say, yo, look, no. I did do that, but this is why I did it, and this is what was said, and what the complaint was against me. It didn't match, what y'all talking about. Oh yeah, it's election season. I know. So now what people are doing is they're running to social media and just saying, yo, look, he said F a bitch and F a black bitch. And they don't even review the context and what you said. You might have been quoting someone else. Quick story. I remember on my old job, I was sitting down, no, I wasn't sitting down. I was with some coworkers, and I was explaining to them about a situation that had happened to me years ago. I was just explaining it to them, and I said, yeah, and a boss came in there and said, that's why. And as I said, that's why, I noticed some brother walking by. I said, that's why black foreigners work harder. That's why black foreigners come here and they reap more of the benefits, because black Americans are lazy. The brother stopped, didn't about face. He said, come on, bro, that's not true. I said, what? He said, that's not true. I said, nigga, number one, I know that's not true. Number two, mind your fucking business. I wasn't talking to you. No, I understand, brother, but that's not true. I said, my nigga. Now I'm telling a story to my coworkers about something that someone else said to me that I didn't agree with. And I was just quoting what someone else said to my coworkers, and this dumb nigga walking by, minding my business, thinking that I'm telling them that. Mind your business. And in fact, when I was telling my coworkers that, I was explaining to them about an EEO issue that I got caught up in just by witnessing something. I just witnessed it. Next thing you know, I'm getting called downtown. I said, for what? Oh, did Sergeant so-and-so said to, I was like, whoa. Now I heard everything. But here's the thing, that conversation was going on between bosses. I had nothing to do with anything. I was just there, writing some shit down. I was just there, just minding my business. I heard everything. But I got called down to EO, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't recall. I don't know nothing. I don't recall. What that was said, I don't recall. I was doing something. I don't recall. Nope, I don't remember. I don't recall. You don't know nothing? No, I don't. So I'm telling this to my coworkers, and some stranger walks by and heard me say it, and then he's trying to check me. Mind your business, nigga. Mind your business. Stupid. Why do I have to explain myself to him? I said, yo, bro, I'm not even talking to you. You don't know what we talking about. I said, man, go away. He walked down the street mumbling, no, but you know, brothers, this is what's happening with black people. And he walked off. I said, this nigga didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Stupid. So we live in a time now where all someone got to do is just, bro, what does it sound like? All someone got to do, if you're on here going in and you're using facts, data, and statistics to support what you're saying, all a woman has to do is clip up your stuff and take a small part when you're calling some woman out of their name and they say, yo, look, he's in violation of community standards. You'll get on here and your page will be temporarily shut down. You got to fight really hard to get it put back up. Meanwhile, how long was this other broad up? Now the bandits, and the bandits need to die and abort black babies. How long was she up before they finally got her ass? And guess when they got her ass? We didn't report her. Black men, we just sat back and said, hey man, go ahead, Cynthia, it's whatever. You're an idiot. You know how I handle Cynthia G? I didn't go to her channel. That was it. The only things that I knew that she said was when O'Shea put something up there. Oh, guess what she said today? And I'm like, okay. Anthony, what up? That's how I found out about her. Then I got on one day and she was gone. Same thing with just Pearly Things. I got on one day and they demonetized her. I got on one day and Fresh and Fit. And by the way, Fresh and Fit, they were feeling themselves. They had people on there. Wasn't one of those dudes, didn't they have a YouTube channel that was axed? And then they running around with racists and stuff. And you know, Cynthia G, it took a white woman to take her down. We ain't had nothing to do with it. Fresh and Fit, 6 figures a month. Threw it in the toilet. Because they felt they was untouchable. So, you know, look, if you do this social media thing for a living, listen, don't talk about your self-made and I do this myself and you got jobs. First of all, I got a job. YouTube could say, you know what? We're not paying no one no more. Y'all done messed it up. It's too complicated now. You want to make money? Go to Rumble. But YouTube is going to go back to what it was 15 years ago. You're doing this for fun. I'll still do content. You know why? I got a job. I make 6 figures a year. I'm all right. But watch how many people disappear. Whether you like them or not. Watch how many people disappear. Like, oh, shit. I ain't going to be making my whatever amount. I'm not saying that'll ever happen. Or hopefully not. Because a lot of people that I you know, I'm super cool with, this is what they do for a living. Rod, what up? So I'm not wishing that on them. But what I'm saying is, you check people's integrity. Smoke and talk in the building. Salute. So what I'm saying is, you can be self-made, but you act within the guidelines of the rules. It's okay to say y'all do social media for a living as long as you're responsible with your content or loyal to your fan base, whatever it is. But dudes get on here and be like, I'm self-made. I don't need nobody. You answer to a boss every day. Yeah, I do. So, act outside the guidelines of YouTube's community standards. That's your boss, stupid. Even business owners have to adhere to rules and regulations. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Stop looking down on people. It's ridiculous. Tay, what up? So anyway, Young Hollywood, salute. So anyway, you have to be careful what you say on here. And there's nothing wrong when you have when you're doing something. Eric Jordan, salute. Adhering to the rules and regulations. There's nothing wrong with that. I just told y'all I don't F-bomb. I try not to F-bomb or use any profane language until after 15 minutes of the program. CB Sports in the building. 15 minutes, you're a little safe. And I'm still not just blindly being profane. I watch my mouth. You know why? I built my platform to a point where I'm generating some revenue. So I LLC my name to protect myself, and I'm treating it like a business. I'd be stupid not to. I have this audience. Y'all appreciate what I do. Why not be responsible with what I'm doing? What's the problem with that? Well, I'm self-made. I get on here. I say whatever the F I want. Okay, that's you. With your 10,000 plus subs and you're not even monetized. That is ridiculous. Maximize your dollar. In this day and age, some of you guys and women retire from the conventional jobs, and what would you rather do? Be on social media, helping the ends meet with your pension, if you even have one, with an additional $3,000 to $5,000, or working at Walmart for 8 hours a day after you don't work 30 years in civil service. Now you come from a prestigious position, working at Walmart, stocking shelves, being a door greeter, and your fucking manager is younger than your kids. Tell me more about not having a boss. This is reality. So if YouTube or Instagram or Rumble, if that's your hustle, I respect it. I respect it. I tell everybody that talks to me, that's trying to do something with their channel, there's money out here. I want all people to get it. Get your money. Shauna, what's going on? Get your bread. Get your money. There's enough out here for everybody to get it. That's foolish to be like, oh, well, I'm a home person. I don't need nobody. That's foolish. That's foolish. That is foolish. Nah, bro, we all got retirement plans. We all got retirement plans. Guess what, Drip? We lucky we have them. There's people that don't have them. This YouTube thing collapsed for them. They're done. They're done. Do you know, I don't know which one is fresh and which one is fit, but the Indian mofo, that dude, whatever where's he from? Africa or whatever, some part. Whatever he's from. He was in law enforcement, for Pete's sake. He walked away from his job, a good paying job, to do social media. And with the money they were making, it seemed like a good choice. And what happened was they weren't responsible. Why do you think Kevin Samuels ran his platform the way he did? There was minimum cursing. Why do you think our brother Blue Blood, who's alive right now, he doesn't F-bomb out of control on his thing? And I know why. He does this for a living. I seen what that brother makes in a month. He would be unwise to say, I'm self-made. I don't need no money. I've seen what that brother makes for a living. A month. Trust me. I would tell him, bro, please watch your mouth. You're unwise to be, out here. You seen that check you just got? Please, brother. Please. That's a wealthy man. That's right, Sean. Social Security ain't enough. And we got to wait till we're 67 to get that. Gone are the days where you work for 20 years and you leave with a good pension and you collect your Social Security down the road. You can't do that no more. The retirement age is up. First of all, the average civil servant, they die 4 years after retirement. So if you go into year number 5, you're beating the odds. Man, I don't even want to make the show about that, man. Maybe we'll make the show about that. But, I hear a lot of stupid stuff. And what it is silent panic. People poke their chest out. Oh, I don't need nobody. I do what I do. I don't care. You guys ain't here for the money. I ain't got no boss. You guys got a boss. You got to answer. Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. If you can be monetized and your watch time is up and all that other stuff, and you choose not to do it, that's on you. So you mean to tell me you're on here just to be ranting and raving and starting trouble for no reason at all. This is just what you want to do. Okay, cool. Congratulations. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You're throwing money away. That's what you want to do? Fine. I don't need this. I don't need. Okay. So long people know how crazy you are. You're crazy. You're crazy. Crazy. And I know a few niggas on here that are like that. They're crazy. They just, you know why they can't get they can make a YouTube channel, but they can't get monetized. You know why? You know why? They done created so much trouble that YouTube said, yeah, you can make content for us to air. But that Google AdSense program, they don't even want you. Because they done threw you off of that twice. You idiot, dummy. But anyway, let's get to the topic. Black men who say that they divested because black women ain't ish. First of all I'm saying is, men, I'm talking to the brothers that feel that way. Have you thoroughly checked yourself? Have you thoroughly checked yourself? That's a fair question, is it not? Have you thoroughly checked yourself? Shogun, salute. Have you thoroughly? That's a fair question. I'm not pandering or nothing like that. I'm just asking. Before you grab your passport and hop on a plane and start getting riled up by all of these podcasts that they tell the truth about the facts, data, and statistics, and it could be enough to piss you off and rile you up. But y'all ever been in a rah-rah meeting and you're looking around like, I understand what's happening, but that guy right there, that guy right there, that guy right there, that chick right there, they ain't shit. So what's all this rah-rah, this boom-bah? What's all this? Rah-rah-rah, let's do this, let's do this. And it's like, he's a coward, he's a coward, she's a coward, he's a coward. Y'all know what I'm talking about? This don't apply to everybody. But what's happened in these spaces, and remember the video I did, the only Kevin Samuels review video I did, when he was talking to that young man, remember that? This is what I'm talking about. He was blaming his black mother for everything, when the problem was his black father. And Kevin said, that's the problem with this red pill spaces. It means well. Let me be very clear. The information that guys like Obsidian was putting out, things that O'Shea Do Jackson puts out, MTR, Poor Man's Podcast, all of the stuff, we all follow the same spaces. We know that. Jason Black, who's live right now, BPMV, what up? All of these places give out solid information. And not all of those people, Nicholas, what up? Not all of those people, I appreciate that, Nicholas. Not all of these people agree with one another. Their ideology on how to approach things can be different. But I have a shopping cart theory. I can go into spaces and say that applies to me, that applies to me, that's good information, that's dope, and it's fun to hear. It's fun, it's entertainment for me to hear. And let me just say this, what they're saying, I agree with it because I've lived it. But I have my fathers in my life, and I have enough OGs that put me on the game. I have an older brother, put me on the game, and I understood things going in. And I applied it to myself as I've gotten older, and I've looked at a lot of things, and I say, wow, these women are getting away with it. Wow, these young men are really getting their eyebrows done like women and wearing tight jeans and showing their butt in public. They're really doing that. And why would a man like that complain about what a woman's not doing when he's looking like a woman himself? Black woman ain't shit. Nigga, you in a skirt. Oh no, it's a kilt. No, it's a skirt. You're not Scottish. It's a skirt for you. It's a skirt. Don't talk to me about fashion. So when you get a man, a black man, that says, I'm divesting because black women ain't ish, I want you to think about your mother. Is your mother ain't ish? Your sister, your aunts, your cousins, your daughters? They just painted all black women as not being ish. And the same rules apply to these women. You don't know the men in my family. I have honorable black men in my family, bitch. You made a bunch of bad decisions in your life. The same thing I was talking to my homie I used to work with. You ain't date a majority of the women you dated either lived in your projects or lived somewhere else, but the mentality was still the same because they were from the projects. Not to say all women from the projects turn out one way, but the ideology for the majority is the same. It's the same. There's not one project in New York where I've gotten to the elevator where it didn't smell like piss. Not one. Not one. Not one staircase in the project that I had to walk down or walk up that I didn't smell urine. Not one. So when you grow up a certain way, things start to make sense. So I didn't want to like debate the brother. I'm just listening to him like he's giving me these examples. And first of all, he was a little over 30 at the time. He's giving me more examples than a little bit. And I'm like, 15 years ago, he was 15. This kid said he was banging chicks since 13. I believe that. I'm not calling him a lie on that. But how many situations has he been in to leave this awful taste in his mouth? And you're dating Latin chicks, but now you're dating them that are in the same environment as you. And here's the thing. He had just broke up with a girl that was Latina. And I said, why'd you break up with so-and-so? Oh, yeah, well, she crazy, though. Oh, God. She's crazy, right? All right, brother. All right, brother. I understand, brother. Okay. Family, I can't do it. But black women ain't ish. The problem with some of the brothers that gravitate towards these red pill spaces, and I'm not saying all of them, and again, I'm not pandering, but there's some things that I've noticed. Some of these brothers are their own worst enemy. Black women ain't ish, but then you look at some of them. What can we say about some of these men? Are they the best version of themselves? No. I'm an advocate for men getting their stuff together. I just did the wedding show. What's more important, the ring or the relationship? I pulled up a ring table where based off your salary, they say your ring is supposed to cost at least 3 months of your salary. And based off of your salary, you buy that ring, and the woman is supposed to decide whether you're serious or not. And the lowest form of income per year on that table was $15,000 a year. And I said, if you're making $15,000 a year, the last thing you should be doing is worried about a wedding, or not even a wedding. Well, you put a ring on someone's finger, you're assuming that the wedding follows. What are you doing making $15,000 a year? You can't even afford a wife. Wives, I'm not even going to say it's high maintenance. Wives are maintenance. Girlfriends are maintenance. There are things you need to do. Stop me when I'm lying. Rod Neal's a married man. He knows what I'm talking about. And brothers, you better do the same thing you've been doing to get her when you have her. Don't take your foot off the gas. Surprise her every now and again. You still got to take her out. All right? You still got to eventually surprise her with some things. Hopefully you're treating her nice. And hopefully you picked right because she's treating you nice and doing right by you. This is simple stuff. But if you make $15,000 a ring, $15,000 a year, 3 months of that, you're already in the poorhouse. Now you're in the shelter. This is ridiculous. $15,000 a year? Who are you marrying? Oh, we could just live off love. No, look, she might like you. You might like her. She might have the perfect shape. Y'all might be knocking it down and loving on each other and everything, but you have to be realistic, brothers. Because we're leaders, right? I'm not even talking about the women at this point. We're leaders, right? Right. Okay, I love this woman. Now you got to provide for her, brother. On 15 grand a year, can you provide for her? I don't even want to hear, well, not in New York. No, anywhere in this country. Let's say you get someplace. You're making a little bit over $1,000 a month. After you paying your rent, how you going to eat? Are you supposed to take 3 months of your salary, 3 months of your yearly income, and buy a ring? Let me tell you something. According to that chart, my income, I was supposed to drop about 15, if I remember correctly, about 15 racks on a ring. Let me explain something to you. Probably more. Let me explain something to you. If I came in this house and gave my wife an upgrade and the ring is just banging, and she's like, well, how much this cost? No, it only costs $30,000, something like that. The next time you see me on live, I'd have to wear shades because I'd have the eye jammy of all eye jammies. She would lose her shit if I put $30,000 on her fucking finger. And according to that chart, that's what she's supposed to have. What is it, 15,000 or it was like 20,000 or something on her finger. I could hear her now. Do you know what we can do with this? And you put it on my finger. What is wrong with you? She'd be like, take it back. Take it back. Take it back. We're already married. What are you doing? What are you doing? But some people, some of these women put emphasis on that. I showed y'all the Instagram post. That chick didn't even want to get in a conversation with me. Now, maybe they're used to dealing with people that have that kind of scratch and it makes sense to them and it won't hurt them. But even if I was in a super duper tax bracket with over 100K of resting money in the bank, I would never spend that much money on a damn ring. You would think J-Lo is the Mandarin, just going around collecting rings. On her hand, she has worn enough jewelry that was worth enough money that could actually feed a block right here in the Bronx for a couple of years. But it is what it is. It's what it is. But back to these brothers that divest because they say black women ain't ish. You got to do a self-check. You got to do a self-check. Let me share something with you, and y'all can go look it up when you get a minute. Cop killer salute. And I need you to listen carefully. When I say that some of the men, they rally behind some of these spaces because it's a big old, I am man, hear me roar, I'm independent, and these women are wrong according to the facts, data, and statistics, and I'm gonna get a passport and I'm gonna get the hell out of here because these black women ain't shit. Okay. Some of that is true. The data and statistics are, Jose, what up? The data and statistics are on our side. It is. In today's modern women, they're creepy. That's 100% true. Not going to debate that. I firmly believe that there are men. You have to, Jared, what up? You have to earn the right to be critical of that. For instance, if you make $15,000 a year um, and you're underachieving, and you're just a bum ass dude, and y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who. Well, I'm not saying y'all like y'all in the chat. I'm saying y'all know the type of dudes I'm talking about. They underachieve. They're your age, and they've never gone out on their own. They live with their parents. If they're not with their parents, they're always laying up under some girl. They're never really independent. They have a whole lot of nothing to say. Like my boy's friend that played ball. Remember that show I did? 5 Baby Mamas. Remember that? One of those dudes. That dude will come on a Manosphere channel and just start talking. And it's like, you don't really know him. And he might be able to retain information, facts, data, statistics, and everything else. And everything he'll say is correct. But then you look at his lifestyle. And then you find out how he's living. And you're like, what are you doing, bro? Y'all remember when I said that brother is in debt with child support so bad that he can't get a job without them just snatching his whole check until he's caught up? Jeff Sparks, salute. That's right, Night Train, living in their mother's basement. And here's why, this is kind of like a conversation. I was listening to Jason Black about a month ago. He did a show. Well, by the time I heard the show, it was a little old, but I went in the archives, and it was and you can go check his show. I think it was on The Business, that one, not The Black Authority, The Business, his other one. And the show was called, I think it was called What Have We Learned After Kevin Samuels Died? Or it's a year after Kevin has died, what have we learned? And he actually had people call in that were pro Kevin Samuels. And I must say, some of the shit was embarrassing to listen to. I must say, it was very embarrassing to listen to. I'm like, ooh. Some of the dudes you heard calling, they ain't have it all, man. I'm telling you, just go listen to the show if you don't believe me. Find it. And I know Jason didn't really like Kevin. He used to call him the kitten heels. He started that. Deacon Dollar, salute. You remember that? Bro, it was embarrassing to listen to. It was embarrassing. I said, holy shit. It's like the wrong person representing you. It's like, oh my God. Now, Kevin did some great things. I'm not gonna say he started that conversation, but I didn't realize how long Jason was around until I did my research. I said, shit, he's been around longer than Kevin. But there's further proof that you don't have to be, just because you're first to do something don't mean you're actually gonna be better at it than the person that comes behind you to do it. Pause. He damn sure was in the trenches. And he's also a data and statistics man. But Kevin's approach with that same conversation was different. And I guess his took off. And, Jason and him, I used to listen to Kevin. I'm like, well, who the fuck is coming at him like that? And I never knew. And then one day in my algorithm, Jason popped up. And I realized, I said, why does brother's voice sound? And I said, he got 2 different channels. And I was listening to The Business one day. I said, yo, this brother's good. And then I looked, I said, oh shit, he been around for a minute. And I started going in his archives, man. The brother's very talented, man. The brother's talented and he knows his shit. He really does. And I said, and then when he said something about Kevin one day, I said, this was the dude. Because I remember hearing Kevin saying, yo, this is why I don't beef. There's 1,001 people talking about me. I don't beef. And he did a whole thing about why you shouldn't beef. And I said, well, who the fuck? I said, well, I'm thinking he's talking about a woman. Now I found out he was talking about Jason Black. Look, I ain't had nothing to do with me. But like I said, the shopping cart theory. I could listen to a lot of people say a lot of things. And I say, man, that's good stuff, man. That's good. But when you go inside the supermarket, you don't buy up everything. Detroit BC, salute. And the reason why I brought up Jason Black was because I was listening to his program one night, and it was this Kevin Samuels program, and all he did was he said, all right, call in and tell me what you learned from Kevin Samuels. And the people calling up, I I don't want to say to defend Kevin, but it wasn't about bashing Kevin. It was about the to be honest, it was about the people that followed him and what type of impact that Kevin left with them. And what I'm saying is, I know there was a lot of people that he impacted in a positive manner, but the people that called that show didn't represent too well. And I was like, oh, man, these guys should never picked up the phone. And it was in good nature because, you know, Kevin did a lot of great things. In fact, what people don't want to talk about is how Jason, his approach, it's one thing just to talk about, you know, what bad the women are doing, but he also talked about self-improvement. And that's something that Kevin did. People don't remember that. But Jason, on his Patreon, is something that I learned later. He put tools in place for men to, Walt, man, salute, men to improve themselves, improve their finances. You know what I'm saying? Become the best version of themselves. You know, he had workshops on his Patreon. So I spoke about that before. I told y'all I don't know anything about it. I don't need it. But I encourage y'all to, if y'all are trying to figure out what to do with y'all lives and things like that, investigate that. You know, and that's what I'm about. I don't want to be on here talking about problem. I did that when I first started the show. Now we know the problems. You know, I want the men that frequent here to become. If you're not, you only know if you're not. I don't know all of you personally. You know, not all of you, but if you know if you're not the best version of yourself, if you need to improve, you know, I don't know everything, but I could point you in the right direction. I didn't know Jason Black had that workshop, so I'm telling y'all, you know, go. I think it's on his Patreon. Head over there and see what information he has for you. You know what I mean? And that was the difference between him and Kevin. Kevin would tell you book a session. I don't know what those sessions consisted of. Women would book the session. Some men would book a session. Okay. Listen, he's a working man. You know, I don't know what he charged for the session, you know, but Patreon ain't free. I don't know what information that Jason is providing there. I don't know. You know, I've heard some things, whatever, but nothing bad. But if it's about self-improvement, I'll tell you to go anywhere. I tell you all the time. I don't know everything. If y'all take the transit test and you want to be a bus operator, I'll tell you everything that you need to know for free. It's not hidden information. I'll tell you everything you need to know. You know, but that's the extent of of my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Would I be a life coach on the side in the future? You know, you're not the first person to ask me that, which I find strange because I went through a point in my life where I was a complete and total mess. I was a mess. Like, I'd get home and I'd be like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? Oh man. Well, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's the criteria to be a life coach. You know, it's just like later in life, I enjoy building people up, listening to what they got going on and just trying to help. And I enjoy that. You know, will it be the same if I threw a paycheck on it? I've heard things about being a life coach and stuff like that. I've heard all kinds of things like that. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what's the criteria of being a life coach. I don't know if I even qualify. I don't know. You know, I've helped people on YouTube for the most part. You know, it's great. And then you know how people are. You know, they don't even stab you in the back anymore. They stab you in the chest. It's like, oh shit, I thought we were cool. So, you know, I mean, but it's human nature. I don't let negativity deter me from who I really am as a person. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know, like right now, There's probably some fool listening to me. Why are you referring people to Jason Black? I ain't got nothing for them. You know, he's showing, he has, I think he has people on there that is telling people how to get into IT or truck driving. And look, man, the man's sharp. Not everyone likes him. I get it, man. I get it, man. I get it. But I appreciate that, young Hollywood. I might get information on what to do with that. I might, but the reason why I brought up Jason Black was at Kevin Samuels show, the wrong people called up to represent Kevin, and it wasn't a shocker to me. Pinball was good. I said, man, all the people that would have articulated what they've taken from Kevin Samuels and how Kevin Samuels improved their life. Yes, salute, sis. None of those people called. And to be honest, a lot of people that chose Kevin over Jason, they don't fucks with Jason like that because they felt that he would attack Kevin. Look, I wasn't getting involved in all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he had beef with him until he actually said it on the show, an old show one day. I said, oh shit, he's the guy that started that. I said, man, but I mean, look, like I said, there's a lot of spaces on YouTube that they're conveying the same message, but the brothers didn't get along, and you can't solve that. I wasn't close to Kevin, never met him, never spoke to him. I think Quiet Storm was the only brother that was closest to Kevin, because he was a wrench in his group. Don't know Jason. I don't even know how the brother looks. No. I saw him once. That's about it. That's not important. And I'm subscribed to both of his channels. I enjoy the program. It's very informative. I wish brothers wouldn't beef, but he didn't shit on Kevin in death. He said, all right, the man's been gone for X amount of years. Pull up. Tell me what you've learned. And he dissected, by way of the callers, he dissected to what level of impact that Kevin left. And if you listen, Kane, what up? If you listen to the show, you would think that he hasn't done anything. I mean, Jason would have cats call up there and praise Jason and shit on Kevin. You see, I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just listening. And I'm just saying that I know Kevin left a positive impact on a lot of people, male and female, or indifferent, however you get down. Yeah, exactly, Deacon Dollars. That's perfect. The ones who pulled up had no self-awareness whatsoever. You had to hear it. They're stuttering all over the place, and like I said, it was just they took Kevin Samuels as it was a glorified cheering session. They really didn't do anything. They didn't imply to anything that he said to do. But because some of these brothers were somewhere in their life, they took their time to blame whatever or whoever for where they at. And then they latch on to this passport bro thing. And it's like, no, bro. You ain't got it together here. So if you go to another country, it's going to be worse. Hence, how are your passport bro making $15,000 a year? You can't afford to be a passport bro. Please stop. Please stop. It's not, the problem is not black women, brother. It's you. And I'm talking to those brothers, because there are a lot of brothers that got valid arguments. Let's not play the game with it. Cop Killer says Jason was envious of Kevin because Kevin became more successful on YouTube in a short amount of time than most content creators on YouTube. I've heard that, and I'm not going to dispute that because I don't the history of the things. A lot of people said that, Copcat. I'm not going to say Snacks. What's good? I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm not going to say you're wrong at all because you're not the first person to say that. And on the outside looking in, I understand why people say that. What I'm saying is I enjoy both the programs. You understand? That workshop that I heard Jason speak on, that sounded dope. I haven't gone over that. I don't need to because I have a career and everything else, but it sounded like he's doing a good thing. It just blew my mind when he I was just listening to one of his older shows, and then he like said something about Kevin. I said, Derek, what up, brother? I said, oh shit. And then he had said something very distinctive, and I said, oh, that's who Kevin was talking about. It's him. I said, man, and I looked at the phone because the show was like 2 years old. I said, oh shit. I didn't know that he was, dissing him, but he wasn't sneak dissing him. He was calling him out by name. And I remember Kevin told me, yo, this is why I don't beef. You're responsible for, you can't help what people say about you, but you're responsible how you react. You see? That's why I fucked with Kevin, because that made sense. Just because you're first to do something. Now watch this. Who was the first rapper in the world that went main? Well, the first rapper. Who was the first one? Do you know? I'm not going to do the hip hop thing, but here's my point by saying that. The first rapper in the world is not the best rapper. He's just the first one to do it. But just because you're the first to do it don't mean you're going to be the best at it. Because along those lines, after the first rapper, we heard Run DMC. Then we heard LL Cool J. Then we heard Rakim and Kane. Then, in between that, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, and, this goes on and 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 on. Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang, on and on and on. And now we're all the way up to Jay-Z, who's throwing Grammys on I don't know what he did at the Grammys. I heard he did something. I ain't researched that yet. But, come on now. Come on now. So I understand what Cop Killer's saying because I heard a lot of people say that. My thing is this. I can hear a message and say, you know what? I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get in the middle of, oh, I don't fuck with Kevin. Fuck Kevin. I fuck with Jason Black because Kevin is this and Kevin. I'm like, look, man. All of those guys hit on points that I could agree with. I don't want to get on that who's better than the other. I don't need to do that. Because I hate seeing brothers beefing, man. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And I know as a content creator, it gets a little crazy because when you put out information first, and then someone else puts out similar information or the same information, and it's a little wrong, or you think it's off, or whatever it is, then it's a whole different thing. And I get it, man. I get it. I think I could be wrong on this. I think he tried to reach out to Kevin at one point and tell him that something that he said statistically was wrong. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. But shout out to Jason Black. I think he's actually live right now. But shout out to Jason Black. I fucks with him, man. And a lot of these spaces, another thing I don't do, I try and stay out the chat because you never know who else is in there. And I'm a content creator. And, the reason why I watch certain content is because I can have an idea and I don't want anyone to think that I'm plagiarizing them. I don't want anyone to think that I'm stealing from them. So I watch other content, and I have 3 channels, y'all. I watch other content to make sure that I don't do something that's remotely close to somebody else. I have my own lingo. I talk how I talk. This is me in real life. And yeah, matter of fact, Abel, it's funny you're here. I was listening to a show where you called up the show one day, Abel. One night you called this show, and I was listening. I think you called the Black Authority, not the business. You called Black Authority. I was listening, bro. I said, that's Abel. That's crazy. You called on the phone. Salute, Abel. Yeah. Look, I just listen. I'm like, okay, I see this brother doing this, so I'm gotta make sure I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You make your own way. You don't want to be labeled a copycat or nothing like that. I started that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how it is. Man. And you gotta understand, when you're a content creator, you create something that you're proud at, and then you see someone else doing exactly what you did or saying something exactly what you said. Meanwhile, when you got 1,000 views, this motherfucker got 20,000 views. It's like, yo, I said this, and I know this. And then you go through your thing, then we look at your subs, and it may take you a while, and you say, here he is right here. He follows me. And of course, sometimes there'll be a hater. The hater follows you, he subbed to you, says something exactly that you said, and then motherfuckers will be on his dick like he said it. It's like, no, he didn't say that. I said it. Kenneth Jones, what up, man? It's all good brother. Good to see you. Yep, Jason Black was live. I fucks with Jason. I'm gonna catch the replay. But the reason why I brought him up is because when he had that Kevin Samuels show, the people that rep Kev didn't rep well. He didn't rep well. It was crazy, man. I was like, it was very uncomfortable to listen to. It was. I said, man, you had the wrong people. You had the bench. Matter of fact, you didn't even have the bench. You had the people on injured reserve trying to represent. Imagine the Lakers going to the final in the whole starting five and like 4 people on the bench all turned their ankle that week. So now you got to call everybody else from the injured reserve and the bench players. Pack it up. You're done. Unless there's some sort of prodigies down there, you're done. So yeah, man. My point of bringing that up is, I'm not saying those men directly, but it's men like that. Not those men that called up Jason So, but it's men like that rally behind the black woman ain't ish. Black woman ain't ish. And they have no self-awareness. They haven't checked themselves. Black woman ain't ish, but you're underemployed. Black woman ain't ish, but you live with your mama. And you're good and grown. There's no other reason why you're living with your mama other than the fact that you're an underachiever. And you know that about yourself. Black woman ain't ish, but you got 5 baby mamas and you can't get a job because child support is going to bum rape you. Black women ain't ish, but you keep having babies with the same chick. And now you want to be a passport, bro? Why do you want a passport? For what? That's going to solve who you are? Let me get this straight. You're going to try and go to the Philippines and get another woman, right? First of all, let me be clear. You know what a passport bro is? Real passport bros don't bring those women back to America. It's rare they do that. They do, but it's rare. A real passport bros, whatever they do for a living, it's remote. They can actually live in that country full time and come visit their family here on the holidays. But they relocate and they create a whole new life. Our good brother Divine Sense Boxing, aka Kenny Marshall, follow him on the gram. He lives in Thailand. He lives there. He would be considered a passport bro. Spurger Marshall, salute. He'd be considered a passport bro. He lives in Thailand. He's relocated. Yeah, Jose, they have him in Russia. Real passport bros, they have the financial means to move their whole life into another country. They're not just going there and grabbing a chick and bringing them back to America for them to get polluted over here. What is a man that makes $15,000 a year going to do when he goes to the Philippines? First of all, if he can afford to, what's he going to do? Bring his wife back here to live in the slums? To live in his mama basement? What kind of life is that? No. That's not the problem. The problem is you, brother. The problem is you, brother. The problem is you, brother. Yeah, Night Train, I agree. I seen it. You gotta fix yourself. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There's some men that have real arguments, like the Kevin Samuels, Utah. What up, man? Mark Wondrick's in the building. The only Kevin Samuels review that I ever done. No one's ever done it. He talked to that young man and he just broke him down and said, yo, man, your mother's not the problem. It's your dad. Come on now. We got to be honest. Are modern women messed up? Absolutely yes. But what I want to do moving forward is I want to disarm them. Yeah, we messed up, but what? Because the group in our circle over here, we're family men. And if you're single, your bills are paid, your credit is decent, you're self-sustained, you don't need a woman, but you would like a good one. Do you qualify to add to the team? I don't want to say, what do you bring to the table? Because women get so offended, but you can ask another question to generate the same response. All right, here's what I have. What can you add to this team so we can grow exponentially as a team? And see what they say. You'll get the same answer. What is she going to say? I bring coochie, my mouth, and I'm just a woman. That's all you need. Oh. Thank you. Let me put that up. Thank you. Women missed when he said that. A lot of hating ass dudes missed when he said that. I put that on a short, as a matter of fact. On this channel, there's a short. Kevin said, women are not your enemy. He said they're not the enemy. I have it on a short, on one of my Kevin Samuels shorts. Yes. Kane said, I am the team. That's what these women say. No, some of these overweight women, they ate the team. Trust me. I am the table. Breathing like Notorious B.I.G. I am the table. What do you bring to the table? I am the table. Whoa. No, I'm not asking if you ate the table. That's actually what you bring to the table. I'm not even asking that anymore. This brother right here, average dude, makes $75,000 to $80,000 a year. You know, he got good credit, has a nice little, maybe a year or two old car, lives in a 2-bedroom or whatever. Okay. How can you add to that team to have it grow exponentially? How can you add to that team? And you're talking to a woman that doesn't work, right? You understand? But her hair done. She smokes weed. She has a social media, 1,001. She has like 52,000 followers on Instagram and don't make a dime from it. And this average man is supposed to want this in his house. Because, by the way, not every man is high value. It's okay to be average. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay to be average. Ladies, it's okay to be average. It's okay. When Kevin said that shorty was average at best, he didn't say she was ugly. He said, yo, you're average. These women be kicking down the door. I'm a dime. I ain't gonna get into that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the brothers tonight. Talking about the brothers. Is it fair? Didn't I say the brothers need to take care of themselves? Didn't I say that? Is it fair for you to be crawling on top of your wife and you 400 pounds? Built like a linebacker, and you sweating and smelling all crazy? Putting your health at risk? Putting your health at risk? I'm gonna say it again, putting your health at risk? Are you honoring your wife and your family by eating Takis and you're in your 40s and not taking care of your health? Are you factoring in your family? Don't you want to be around for them as long as possible? Don't you want to set the tone for your kids? What if mama's in shape and your stomach's hanging over your belt? Your kids are watching you. You're the leader of the house, brother. You're the leader of the house. Fix yourself. Is this wrong what I'm saying? Am I pandering to women? I'm not telling brothers, yo, look, disarm these women. Because a lot of the arguments that they have, these fuck niggas are giving them room to breathe. But if you disarm them, it's like, yo, I know who y'all talking about. And still, it's only like 10% of those dudes like that. They can always turn to them. But when they come up in here, oh, I don't know who you talking about. Well, how much you make a year? I make $95,000 a year. I've been working for whatever for 15 years. So I have a lot of job security. I got a pension. I got Social Security. I ain't gonna be able to touch that till I'm 60. I'm healthy. Now what? What are you talking about? How old's your car? Don't matter. My car's 2 years old. Don't matter. It's mine. Well, it'll be mine about 6 months. It'll be mine. What? Disarm these chicks. So when they look at you, it's like, yeah, I'm average. I don't make 6 figures, but I make 95. My credit score's in the high 700s. My debt is at a minimum, very controllable. I have X amount of dollars in my savings, and I have 3 different accounts. I have X amount of dollars everywhere. My money's working for me. I'll be retired in X amount of years. I have various investments, and I might be talking too high for you to even follow right now when I talk about investments. But what you're talking about doesn't apply to me. And it doesn't apply to anybody that I fucks with. Because iron sharpens iron. I can't hang out with bum niggas. So when you talking about what niggas do, I don't identify with any of that. Because dudes like that I did know, I left them back when I was 17, 18, maybe 21 years old at most. So come again. Come again. Disarm the arguments. We know we done spent a year and a half and just go around and talk about the state of black women, modern women, American women. Just all the information is there. I'm saying I'm not talking about it no more. Because we know that. We know that. And now that we know that, what could we do to make ourselves the best versions of ourselves? What could we do? And I told you, I don't have all the answers, but I just referred you to Jason Black's Patreon, right? You know, I heard that brother Anton Daniels does one-on-ones. If you need some of that help, go to him. I'm sure these brothers will provide valuable information. I'm not a hater. Go to where there's help. Because I want us to succeed as a community. We're not going to do it by if I do a goddamn podcast every day talking about how fucked up black women are. I'm not going to do that. We know that. I done did that already. I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. Now that I got your attention, now I'm talking to my brothers now. We ain't perfect. With some of these brothers running up under Jason Black and Kevin Samuels because it was a rah-rah fest. I'm gonna get my passport. All right, now you got your passport. What happened? Some of these niggas got their passport and gone to other countries and gotten killed. Some of these brothers gotten passports and misconstrued all of the information that Passport Bros was giving out. They've literally gone to these countries for the wrong reasons. And now we have to identify. I said, yo, look, there's a difference between a passport bro and just a bunch of niggas on vacation. Not every nigga on vacation is a passport bro. I said this. And now that brother, what's that brother's name? The young man traveling all around the world. He's a good dude. He got kicked out of Brazil, though, over a misunderstanding. Some feminists got a hold of that shit. Forget that brother's name. But he a good brother. He don't even like the term passport bro. He don't even want to be referred to as a passport bro. Because they took it and they jacked the name and now it's all messed up. Any brother that goes somewhere and gets into some kind of trouble or loses his life, a black man could be down in somewhere in Mexico jet skiing, have an accident, lose his life, and next thing you know, it's passport bro dies in a ski boating accident, jet ski accident. It's like, wow, what made him a passport bro? Austin Holloman, that's who it is. Jason Williams, thank you. Passport bro dies in jet ski accident. What? And then you read the article. Tim Johnson from Los Angeles went to Cancun and on his jet ski hit a boat and lost his life. And I'm reading like, where is it he a passport bro here? What does that mean? Passport bro has become slang for a black man on vacation or what? That's why Austin don't want to be called that no more. Y'all done took it and jacked it. But to the men that says they're divesting because black women ain't shit, just pay attention to the men saying that. Listen to their stories. Y'all know when an adult is not well. Y'all know that. I've listened to passport bros talk. These are career men. A lot of them are older, in their 40s and up. And they have stories to share. Like, hey, man, I dated several women and, I noticed this and I noticed that. And, I do this for a living. And I understand that I don't have to stay here. And I explored my option in this country. I came over here. I love it. I found the love of my life. And this is where I reside. And I go home on the holidays, and that's a passport, bro. Not some nigga that jumps up, yo, man, fuck these nigga bitches, man. I'm out of here, man. Village brother, salute. I'm saying, man, these chicks, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because these chicks, man, these black chicks, you know what I'm saying? They always trying to hit you for child support. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And, how much you make? What do you do for a living? Nah, I'll be outside, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a little job at Walmart. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So you want to go somewhere and find a wife? Yeah, man, because, fuck these bitches. So what do you go? You go to Thailand and get a wife. What are you going to do? Bring her back here? When in reality, this dude needs to put himself, first of all, he needs to educate himself. He needs to educate himself. Say it again. He needs to educate himself. He needs to increase his vocabulary. Sit down and actually read a book out loud. Calm down. All right? And give yourself 2 years. And say, okay, I make X amount of dollars. How can I increase my revenue by at least 10 grand? A busy man doesn't have downtime. Do y'all know I'm busy all day, every day? Y'all think running 3 YouTube channels and having a full-time job and being a full-time father and a full-time husband, a full-time son, a full-time nephew, and then you got to squeeze in the gym in between all of that? Because I'm a brand. I got to stay healthy. I got to look a certain way. I'm busy. I don't have time to be, don't get me wrong. I do take a day just so I can unwind. You need that. Yeah, Tay, absolutely. This is work. And here's what I learned early in life. If a dude can tell you everything happening in the NFL draft to the playoffs, to the NBA draft, to the playoffs, to what's going on in baseball, quiet storm, salute. You know what I'm saying? If that person can tell you everything going on in sports, but he's complaining about women and complaining about his pockets, his priorities are messed up. Don't tell me what your priorities are. Show me where you spend your money, and I'm gonna tell you what they are. If you're underemployed, why do you own a pair of Jordans? If you're underemployed, why are you worried about what women are not doing? You're not prepared to deal with a woman. I don't care what color she is, man. You don't qualify. Remember that wedding ring scale, $15,000? And you still want this brother to take 3 months of his salary to buy a ring? $15,000 a year? The last thing you need is a wife. You can't even take care of yourself. You see what I'm saying? That was a discrepancy that jumped out at me right away. Which brings me to this. This was from my video. This was I divested because black men ain't ish. It was this one. Okay, this was last week, and I scrolled down, and the brother Yamcha, salute to Dragon Ball Z fans everywhere. He says, false, bro. The stats with divorce rates and single mothers are different for a reason. Now this is what he's saying. I lack social skills and then flew to the Philippines, and now I'm engaged to a Thai woman. Guys don't believe that BS that if you lame in the States, you lame everyone. I guess that's a mistype. Overseas women think differently. There's a reason why many of us are retiring overseas. So I'm guessing that this brother is, I guess he mentioned retirement. So I responded to him. I said, good for you. Please pull up Friday. I changed Friday's show. I was supposed to do this show Friday, but I couldn't. I had to handle that other situation. I said, good for you. Please pull up Friday, where the focus will be on men traveling abroad. This was not a knock on passport bros who are successful like yourself. It was a point about men who believe things are easier abroad when the issue may be them. Please attend Friday. Please attend the Friday show and speak your piece. I'd love to hear your story. Blessings. So, I was respectful. Sometimes people, people, you got to be patient with people. But I'm glad Quiet Storm said that, because I picked that up immediately, and I'm glad there's other Dragon Ball Z fans in here, because I pointed out something. This brother's name is Yamcha. Yamcha is a Dragon Ball Z character. All right. And I'm not talking bad about the brother. These are his videos. I don't know what's going on here. He looks like a gamer. No beef with that. All right, fine. But what's funny is the character Yamcha. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, that character Yamcha was dating a character named Bulma. And Goku goes away, and I forgot exactly what happened. When it came back, Bulma had a baby with blue hair named Trunks. And they looked at Yamcha and they said, hey man, I didn't know you had a baby with Bulma. He said, that's not my baby. I was like, what? It's Vegeta's baby. And let me talk to the ladies for a second. Vegeta is rude. He doesn't smile. His eyebrows are always like this. He eats a lot. He likes to fight. He hates the fact that he's second fiddle to Goku. But they have a professional relationship. They were enemies at first, but now they have a professional relationship. And somehow that got Bulma moist. And she had his baby. Not married at all. My God, what does that sound like? And Yamcha was the human who could also fight, but he wasn't as strong as Vegeta, nowhere near as strong. But somehow that relationship got tarnished and she slept with Vegeta and reproduced with him. Didn't marry him or nothing. Made a baby. I said, oh, snap. Demon, what up? Yup. Right in his face. And I said, sheesh. That's amazing. So what I'm saying is this brother that responded to me, I looked at his name and I said, Yamcha. He would be Yamcha, wouldn't he? Yamcha. Yeah, Demon, married with 2 kids, but I think that was in GT, which is, they don't really acknowledge. Yeah, for a human, Yamcha was strong as fuck, but he wasn't stronger than a Saiyan. And she made a choice. Right in his face. So this brother's name is Yamcha, and he said what I said was false, because I did touch on what I was talking about tonight. He said he lacked social skills and then flew to the Philippines. So what he's saying is his lack of social skills didn't matter because I guess based off of what he said, he says he's now engaged to a Thai woman, but he flew to the Philippines. Uh-oh, wait a minute, y'all. Let's read this again. False, bro. The stats with divorce rates and single mothers are different for a reason. I lacked social skills and then flew to the Philippines, and now I'm engaged to a Thai woman. You're engaged to a Thai woman in the Philippines? Not to say there aren't Thai women in the Philippines, but you just flew to the Philippines and you found an island in the Philippines, you found the Thai woman in the Philippines.
What?
Okay. I'm just reading what you said. Then he says, guys don't believe that BS. If you lame in the States, you lame everyone. He meant to say everywhere. Well, first of all, I really don't like using the term lame. So let's just say social skills. If you lack social skills here, what makes you think you'll have social skills somewhere else in this world? What makes you think that? It's safer. Brandon, what up? It's safer if you have social skills here and develop them here and get your help here before you travel abroad. Because if you're messed up here, what makes you think you think those people are stupid in another country? That's not fair. That's what I meant. I mean, I thought I was quite clear, but okay. Let's go back. Overseas women think differently. There's a reason why many of us are retiring overseas. So I'm assuming you're a man of a certain age and you're retiring overseas, which is what I'm for more than one reason. However, women are different overseas. Modern women here in America and in the UK, from what I understand, there's a problem. So I understand that. But that doesn't negate the fact that if you're socially awkward, you'd have to fix that. Because Western culture is the dominant culture. You think these women don't see what these chicks are getting away with? Not every woman abroad are women of virtue. There's gangsters everywhere. And what I'm saying is you need to protect yourself, fix yourself before you run off the damn continent and go somewhere else. You can't take your socially awkward ass somewhere else and all of a sudden you're a god somewhere. No, what I'm saying is Take responsibility. You're grown. You know what your problem is. And again, like I said, there are passport bros that are not socially awkward. They've dated. Some of them are divorced. Some of them were engaged, and they said, I couldn't do this. So I took all the experience I had and I went abroad, and then I found someone and they knew not to play games with me. And I make camp, and I'm there about 8 months out of the year, and I only come back to the States for 3 months. 8 or 9 months out the year, I'm down there, then I come up here for 3 months, and then I go back. That's a passport, bro. What I'm talking about is the dudes that say black women ain't ish, and I'm just gonna run to another country because those women don't understand me. Cut it out. Cut it out. The last thing you want to be is socially awkward in another country. They'll run, if you can't recognize game here, you'll get man, listen, socially awkward, right? You watch those catfish programs? I saw one where this dude, man, this black dude walked looking for this Latina chick. You know, it turned out it was like a 6'5" white man. And they found him on a basketball court. Did y'all see that shit? And he was hype. Yeah, you cheating on your wife, right? Yeah, you don't like that, right? Why you cheating on your wife? Huh? Why you cheating on your wife? He was dragging this brother for like weeks. He was like, all right, it's time to meet up. When he finally met up, the cameras ran up. He's like, look, that's who you've been talking to the whole time. And this dude was like beefing like he wanted to fight. It was a white dude, a big old white. I said, oh my God, what is this? What show is this? It was called Catfish on MTV. Man, listen. Exactly, Derek the Legend. Now, that's one thing what Yamcha said in the chat. He said, yeah, you retire to these countries. Look, I hear that, man. I hear that. Stretch your dollar. If you have a pension and your pension is like $4,000 or $5,000 a month, you can go to these countries and live like a king. I'm all for that. And I'm not talking bad about Yamcha. I just think Yamcha's a little confused about what I was saying. And I wanted to invite him onto the show. So I wanted to hear his good fortune, number one, and congratulate him on that. And I wanted him to be clear on what the message I was trying to convey. You understand? So I'm not trying to argue with anybody, but I got to get out of here because I got to get up in the morning and, talk about boxing. It's becoming more. I might be doing Bear Cave twice a week now because, boxing's working my nerves. I might just do videos about boxing and premieres and do a live 3 days out the week and do Bear Cave too. I haven't decided yet, but yeah. I also have an idea. Sean, I gotta call you behind the scenes. Derek, do me a favor. Email me your phone number. I gotta call you. I have an idea. I'm saying this is gonna be dope. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to everybody in November. There's the cash at the super chat. Yeah, Kane, it's almost done. It's on its last legs. But I'm cool with that. You know why? I'm creative, and I think it needs to go away for at least about 3 years. We're gonna separate the men from the boys, and y'all see what I'm talking about. And salute to y'all, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all. Have fun over here. And I'll catch y'all on the rebound, man. Y'all stay blessed.